They're honking their horns, Will. They wanted me to call you Honky Hollis, but we're not doing that.
Well, listen, if you're talking to me, I can't hear it, but I know somebody that can hear this cacophony of noise from outside the Oxford Farming Conference. Apparently, Steve Reed is still speaking right now to the delegates, and he can hear the 20, 30, maybe 40 tractors that are out here blaring their horns from around where I'm positioned. There's about 20 or 30 protesters, many of them young farmers who've come down to make their voices heard. There's also, as you can see behind me right now, a large police presence who are ultimately here to keep the peace and, more than anything, to make sure that the traffic and the buses and the public of Oxford are able to keep moving. A moment's silence. It's perfect time to bring Mo in from the Countryside Alliance. Mo, we know that Steve Reed is inside speaking right now. Absolutely. But you're here outside. Why are you outside here with the protesters?
Because we need to stand in solidarity with the people of the countryside, our farmers. Now, Steve Reed's in there talking at farmers. He needs to actually be listening to them. If the Treasury, Keir Starmer, Rachel Reed, Steve, had actually spoken to farmers before they announced the family farm tax in the budget, this wouldn't be happening right now. There wouldn't be pain and anxiety spreading throughout the countryside. Families who have had farms in their families for generations, terrified about the future, terrified about what it means for our nation's food security. So we're out here. We hopefully might get to see Steve Reed. I somehow doubt it. The speech was to be expected. So far what we've heard, it's just a kind of rehash of things he said already, and it looks like it was kind of re-edited on the way to the conference today. But going forward, if Labour want to avoid this, because believe you me, there's a lot more to come, this is tiny compared to what's going to be happening, they need to get us all around the table and find a way forward. Because at the moment, this issue is going to dog them. It doesn't matter what they want to talk about when it comes to the countryside. It's this issue that's going to keep coming back to them.
Labour say that they need to fill the coffers, they need to raise taxes in some instances, including national insurance. That's something that farmers are unhappy about. But inheritance tax, ultimately what they're saying is that it's only going to affect a small number of farmers, and they really need to be they really want to be targeting the wealthiest landowners. Are these people the wealthiest landowners here in Oxford today?
No, they're not. These are small family farmers. I know GB News has been an excellent ally to farmers since the budget, and they would know that this is going to impact a huge number of ordinary farmers. Now, Steve Reed is going around telling people, at the behest, I assume, of Rachel Reed, that the only people that are going to be impacted are those big landowners. Well, that's just not true. You know, we're not asking for a U-turn here, okay? A lot of farmers here are demanding a U-turn. They're demanding a rethink. So that means working out a way forward that keeps this lot safe, these farmers that have come here today safe, and addresses the issue of the wider tax avoidance issues. But they can do that by talking to us. They're not going to get anywhere by keep dragging their heels and telling us all that they've got it right, we've got it wrong, they've got it wrong.
Thank you very much, Mo from the Countryside Alliance. He says this is a small protest. This is a small amount of what farmers are willing to do. 20 or 30 tractors here in the middle of Oxford. It's already quite difficult, I can attest, to get in and out of Oxford on a car, but here today, lots of tractors are making it a little bit harder for the cyclists and the people here for public transport.